Well, it's been, let's see here, 8 months, so I think it's time to make another It Came From The eShop video, the series with the worst name of probably anything ever. For those of you who don't know, in this series I play some really low cost and probably really low quality eShop games, like the games that are only $1 or $2 that you quickly scroll past on the eShop, or have the displeasure of trying with some leftover eShop change, or pleasure. I'm sure some of these are really great quality games. I'm sure. And before we start, I'd like to thank GameBoy Memories for giving me an eShop card to buy these games, because I only make videos when my subscribers pay me to. Wow, I'm terrible. Also, on a side note, this might be happening in place of the Switch Monthly Report this month. Still not sure about that, and if I'm feeling extra not lazy, I might still make one, but just letting you know in case that this might be it. It'll be back next month, though, for all none of you who care. Hello all 2030 of you, I'm Redkwan, and welcome to the second entry in the award-winning series, It Came From The eShop. So let's start with the first game. I know last time we did a game with Party in the name, Astro Bear's Party, and it turned out to only have one game mode, so I figured we'd play another game with Party in the name that hopefully has more than one game mode, Watermelon Party. Watermelon Party is a game where you compete against up to 3 players in a race to collect all the watermelon on your board. You play as generic boy with blue hair, generic girl with blonde hair, tryhard 1, tryhard 2, or tryhard 3. You collect the pieces of watermelon by placing down the path pieces the game gives you wherever you want on the board. The challenge is that you need to form a path around the course with the pieces it gives you, which aren't always the pieces you want. It's actually kind of fun if you don't play it for too long. Also, you can't play in easy mode or hard mode, because in easy mode it gives you the exact piece you need every time, and in hard mode it's just a jerk about it and doesn't give you the piece you need ever. Also, to get rid of pieces you usually have to blow yourself up. Kids these days, always blowing up paths, millennials, am I right? And as far as the question earlier about whether it has multiple game modes, considering it's a self-proclaimed party game, guess what? It doesn't. Can you just call anything multiplayer a party game? I'm sorry, but Redkwan disapproves. Also, as a side note, Astro Bear's Party got taken down and replaced with the revamped Astro Bears, and I think it's pretty clear that it's because the creators of Astro Bears saw the first video with a whopping 130 views and know they'd been completely exposed, causing them to change the name. Just watch. Watermelon Party is going to be taken down in a few months and will be replaced by a game called Watermelon. Mark my words. The second game we've got is one I knew had to be in this video the moment I saw it. Teddy the Wanderer Kayaking. Now you can probably tell that this is a game for young kids, and honestly, for young kids it's probably a pretty great game. But for me, it's just really hilarious. It is pretty annoying trying to steer the kayak though, because Teddy spins around like an idiot half the time. Now the premise of the game is that you're racing Teddy's friend Piglet, who sounds like he's about 30.
I'll ride a bike on the paths along the river.
And I'll paddle in the kayak when we get on the jetty.
We'll eat all those goodies that Auntie prepared for us.
But the twist is that you're in a kayak and he's on a bike. Now I don't know if you guys have ever kayaked before, but to be clear, Teddy totally drew the short end of the stick on this one. But despite the fact that they're racing, Teddy finds the time to stop and help the community. I don't even know. So along the way we find out that in fact the creatures of the river are all ruled by the dictator, Mr. Catfish. Now I know what you're thinking, he sounds like a pretty awesome dictator to me. Well, he's actually pretty incompetent. So Teddy's helping out a bunch of these river creatures deal with the oppressive reign of Mr. Catfish. Well, except I think some of them are just jerks, like these frogs won't let Teddy pass till he gives them green lemonade. What does that even mean? How do you make green lemonade? You know what? You frogs can keep it. So after helping all the animals along the river, we have to confront Mr. Catfish, who smacked into our kayak like an absolute klutz. Now, Mr. Catfish claims he's got an education at the prestigious River University, but Teddy suspects otherwise. So we give Mr. Catfish the grueling math problem 10 minus 0.
Do you know maths? But of course. Interesting. That will be rather complicated.
Let's see what he comes up with. Wow, he got it right! Honestly, I don't know what making Mr. Catfish look like a fool did in terms of the story. I think Teddy just likes showing people up to feel better about himself. Also, the frogs ended up giving Teddy back his green lemonade, which just proves my point that green lemonade shouldn't ever be a thing. The thing I find most infuriating though is Piglet. This guy chooses the much easier mode of transportation, gets a flat tire, we fix it for him while he just stands there moping around, and he has the nerve to pull the I beat you card. Piglet, I will destroy you! Also, there's this unnerving cutscene at the end, but I don't have anything interesting to say about it, so yeah. The last game is called Ivanych Ivanych, Ivanych versus Eared Beast. It's spelled with a Y everywhere except the description where it's spelled with an I. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised though, this is the same description that says we need to cheer up and act. Yeah. Now you might be under the impression that Ivanych vs. Eared Beast is a game about having real Russian fun with all your heart. Also from the description, this game description is a goldmine, but actually this game is about having real Russian disappointment with all your heart. Now is when you play a sound clip of people laughing. So Ivanych vs. Eared Beast is about this guy who's chasing an eared beast, which is more commonly known as a rabbit. So he shoots down some snow walls. That's the game. But there's a problem, you see. There are two modes in Ivanych vs. Eared Beast. There's the story mode and the survival mode. Now the survival mode is exactly what you'd expect. You shoot down snow walls until you inevitably run into one. It's not that exciting, but as a side mode, it's fine. What we all really came for though is the story mode. The story mode also has you shooting down snow walls, but it also has a very engrossing story. Oh wait, except it doesn't at all. It's exactly the same as the survival mode, except you just finish after 10 and he kicks the rabbit through a wall. I don't know if that's necessary, but I guess we're not going to question it. What I am going to question is, how can you call this a story mode? There aren't any other levels, no different wall layouts, nothing. It's just 10 walls and a kick. I hope Luxen makes some funny edits for this one because I'm giving him literally nothing to work with. This one gets a real thumbs down from me. But if you like games where you shoot down walls and literally nothing else in two modes that are basically the same thing, feel free to pick up Ivanych vs. Eared Beast. It came from the eShop. Well, I'm Redkwan. Do you like playing video games that cost less than candy bars, ironically or otherwise? I know you liars said you love Astro Bears, but I don't buy it. I'm probably not going to do another one of these for a while because honestly, Teddy the Wanderer burned me out. Well, maybe I would if somebody paid me to do it. Ugh. I'm really terrible. Anyways, I'm Redkwan, thank you all for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all later. Goodbye.